Sorry, it's my cat. She's knocking. Hey there, this is Gwen Lazarito, and well, a few days ago, okay, I was actually thinking about, like, really, usap niya itong mga problema as Pinoy Millennials, specifically financial problems. I feel like we, as a generation, have a specific kind of problem that we're facing right now, and so I thought, well, why not make this a video? And so here we are. I'm going to give you the top 4 financial problems that we Pinoy Millennials, yes, I'm a millennial, are facing right now. So let's start. The first one is the lack of financial literacy. So let's face it, contrary to what most millennials think, they aren't as financially savvy as they perceive themselves to be. Only 30%. So only 30% of Filipinos are actually financially literate, and even then, less than 10% of that invest in stocks and bonds and mutual funds and other government securities. The second problem that I noticed is that we don't have an emergency fund. So here is this word again, emergency, second word, fund. Most millennials have not been introduced to an emergency fund. So if you are one of those rare millennials that have been introduced to the emergency fund, well, good for you. But bisag ako, I was not introduced to this. So for most of the time of my adult life, I was saving money, but then I didn't really know, I didn't have a clear view kung asan ako nga savings pa dong. So because of that, whenever there's an expense, like I got a friend who got married and I had to give them a gift, or na ay relative nako nga ning graduate or is having a birthday, kay kanang hambugira kay ko mo ako sa gasto. So those are the things. I'm not the only one doing that. I know most millennials do that too. We dip into our savings thinking it's okay because we're saving it. But then when a real emergency arises, like being locked down, being out of job because of a pandemic, wala na tayo mapuot because we already spent our savings. The third problem that I noticed is that we are part of the sandwich generation. So I learned about the sandwich generation when I was training to become a licensed financial advisor. So first, let's break it down. Unsa maning sandwich generation? It's the generation between the baby boomers and the millennials who are responsible for raising their own families, and at the same time, nagbuhi sad sila sa ilahang parents or even their siblings at the same time. Now, why is this hurting our finances? So this is because instead of financially supporting one family, we are supporting 2. And this may be in form of family debts, or it could be kanang mga tuition fee sa ato ang mga igsuon, or even the retirement sa ato ang parents. Either way, that's just to name a few. So I'm not saying that it's not right. This is our reality as millennials, and we need to really think hard on how we can rise above this, and more importantly, what we can do at the same time so that the next generation won't have to suffer for the same fate. Number 4, we can't seem to catch up to our lifestyle. So going on Starbucks, buying milk tea, riding Uber all the time. That's how some millennials spend their hard-earned money on a day-to-day basis. And they don't, it's in a point na nga dili na siya practical. We don't keep a budget, and if we do, we don't really stick to it. And once there's a promotion for us or we get a raise, we upgrade our lifestyle right away. So before 4,000 ra imong grocery, and then when you get that salary raise at the end of the year, your grocery 8,000 na dayon per month. palit na din tagsakyanan, mo palit na din tagbalay, and we don't really think long and hard if kaya ba ni siya sa ato ang cash flow. And that's why we can't get out of the rat race. So the definition of a rat race is that it's an endless and self-defeating or pointless pursuit. And that's from Wikipedia. With these problems that we currently have, we need to really think things through on how we can resolve these kinds of problems and how we can help the next generation avoid having these problems, but we can get out of the rat race. It's that simple and complicated at the same time. So let me know if you agree with these problems, or if you think that you don't have these problems and you're a Pinoy millennial. And well, if napakailaing mga problema nga nakita nga wala na ko na-cover in this video, then definitely post them in the comment section down below. And if you have any questions for me, then feel free to send it through, and I'll be happy to answer it. And so this concludes the episode for today, but I would like to leave you a message that your best life starts when you decide. Bye!